Guns up.
Public announcement, nigga, this shit crazy. Don't you ever try to play me, bitch, I been wavy. I don't owe you niggas nothing but my ass to kiss. Now I'm all the way up, I'm on my NASA shit. Don't you follow me now, wasn't all the way down. Niggas be squares, don't be all the way round. Niggas drop the ball when they count to being loyal. Try to kill you my own, I ain't got nothing for you. How you bite the hand that feed y'all niggas? How you bite the hand help feed y'all niggas? Sorta like my son breastfeed y'all niggas. Nigga, if you was me, you be a G, my nigga.
Man, get some shine this time.
Big old facts.
You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today?
We Gucci, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, you know, it's a little late, but we here. I had to work all day. Keep working. Oh.
Boom.
Hey.
Everybody on the cam. Okay.
Hey.
So we just wanted to do a little camera test tonight, you know what I'm saying? So we got a little food in the building. We got, what is it, Texas Longhorn?
Yeah, we got Longhorn tonight. Family style eating that from Longhorn.
Okay.
You know?
Well, you know, we got this new little we got the new switcher going on with the 3 cameras. So we're gonna upload a video soon where you're gonna have the real footage. So we're gonna just go for my live, let y'all know what's happening. Cause we were trying to go live, but we gotta get internet connected.
Yeah.
So we ain't fronting. You know what I'm saying?
If it ain't one issue, it's another. From technical difficulties.
Yeah, I definitely want people to know that this is not just hit record and go.
Yes,
right?
it's
And
been a
everybody
process.
who comes on the set, they're like, yo, y'all do a lot behind the scenes.
Dog, we learning new equipment. And we getting new equipment every day.
Yeah. Gotta better yourself every
Marvin
day.
telling us to download manuals that my
Telling us-
correspondents don't want to listen
Telling
to.
us to read and stuff. Like, who does that?
That's why we got Audible, because we ain't trying to
Look,
read.
Marvin, look, Marvin know good and well, bro. The new millennials, like, we open the box and the manual instruction be there. Like, oh, yeah,
Read.
First thing,
You
that
know what I'm
first thing
saying? To the
thrown
side.
away.
We got
You know
this.
what I
We got
mean?
this under control.
Read.
What's that behind this manual? But what we ordered?
Yeah, Boone, go ahead and break down what we ordered.
So basically, I wanted to eat good today. It's Friday. It's payday. You know what I'm saying? So I kept seeing the Longhorn advertisement on Facebook because, you know, they say on Facebook every 5th post is a sponsor.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I kept seeing the Longhorn family style joint up there. I was like, let's try this Friday while we, you know what I'm saying, testing out this new stuff.
Okay. Well, it looks good. It smells good. I ain't get a salad, though, because if you guys can't see, you will.
greens.
Nah, if you guys can't see, you will. These guys have 2 plates in front of them, and I got a mixer, so I can't really do all that.
He don't got room for the
You know
salad.
what I mean? I got some wine. We're going to kick it. So, what you bring to the table, Boone? You said you had some stuff to talk about.
I mean, hey, this is what, quarantine episode 2, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
So how y'all making it through the quarantine? I know we here together pretty much a few times out the week, but you know, everybody don't see what we doing. That's why we do this.
For sure.
Yeah, facts.
Well, see, I'm still working, so it's not really quarantine for me. I'm out here.
My boy sent you out.
Yeah. So I'm still working and stuff. So, what about you, Ralph? How you doing?
Shoot, I mean, honestly, yo, I mean, I'm not. I guess I'd say I'm not technically, you know what I'm saying, essential, I guess, but I guess I'm part-time essential. But my job, you know what I'm saying, I've gotten luxury, you know, to still, be fortunate to be working. But I'm also, you know, having to go out next week for some little job, little business.
That's what's up, bro.
It's, you know,
Okay.
it's still cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait. Can we break the news real quick?
What's that?
You ain't gonna do that on the live, dude?
Yeah, I'll do it on the live. I'm going to do it on
Come
the
on,
live. I'll do it
dog.
on the live, yo.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? We'll save for the
Save it for the end.
Y'all got to wait for that. We got surprise, you know
Every
what I'm
day
saying?
we
Y'all
leveling
wait for
up,
the end.
picking up new businesses and stuff, you know.
Hey, every idea that we got, we write it down and revisit it. And sometimes we follow through. And sometimes it's a crazy idea like how we get at the end of this episode.
So, I do want to tell you guys laughed at me when I said there's more car accidents. Well, you didn't. Mike did. He said I had arbitrary facts last week, right? I said there was more car accident deaths than deaths from COVID. And he started laughing at me. Today I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. What he say? Driving to work is more dangerous than this actual virus.
At the
what I
moment,
mean?
at the
At the
moment,
moment,
that's
for sure.
definitely true.
There's more car deaths in America than in COVID killed globally. So basically they're saying, like, why would we shut everything down if the percentage is so low? Every night I get home, we sit at the table for like 30 minutes talk about conspiracies because they think that it's something bigger going on. What you think?
I think because they don't absolutely know what's going on as far as how the virus is progressing. Every day is something new about the virus. You can get it this way, you can get it that way. I think a lot of this is just miseducation, wrong numbers. You know what I'm saying? Misreported numbers and stuff like that. Because they could tell us any type of numbers, and because we don't truly know what's going on or understand what's going on, we gotta take it at face value for what they tell us.
So we played a little game on the way home because we drove like an hour and 20 minutes from work today. And we like try to really go through ways that this can be fixed. Because there's a lot of problems going on with people not working, you know what I mean? And Donald Trump don't even have enough power to basically say stop the bills, stop this, stop that. I mean, he's giving everybody a check for $1,200, but how much is that really going to help?
But then also, you gotta realize some of that, like, we are getting those checks, but it's gonna come back. We're gonna pay that joint back somehow.
Oh, for sure.
You got to know that.
Okay, my cousin was like, he's saying that we should hit pause on the economy for 3 months, right? But then who gets the food? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you get the food? Do you pay for that? Who's paying the farmers? Who's paying the people bagging up the groceries?
It becomes real tough. I mean, because the restaurant industry is taking a hit. Some restaurants might not even be able to come back after this is all said and done. So that's like one thing we're looking at right now.
See? It's easy in China because they got one voice telling you what to do. Out here, it's so broken up that you do one thing, it's going to step on somebody else. You know what I mean? I don't really think containing this thing is really optional in America.
Well, you know that. So from what I was hearing, that it's been stated that Trump and them knew about this whole situation, the whole board, the government. They knew about this like back in November.
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt that at all.
They know everything.
It's just like
first.
now we're like in the reactionary mode, trying to mitigate the situation when it's kind of already like blowing.
Yeah, instead of reacting to it, they should have been progressive about it.
Yeah, if they had said somebody then, that would have changed stuff.
Because it ain't nothing.
No,
it ain't nothing that they done so far that said we being progressive or we being aggressive about this situation as far as nipping this in the bud and getting it up out of here. They really like, okay, we may do a stay at home order. They should have did that when they said
way back when.
Yeah, that should have been the first thing they did was stay at home.
Okay, so
now we done got to the point where they talking about certain places got curfews, and it shouldn't have got to that point where they would have been told people to stay at home, drop guidelines, and pay attention to what was going on.
I just feel like we don't listen, so it don't even matter what they said, to be honest. Cause
ain't nobody trying to listen to Trump, bro.
Yeah, man. So, y'all, one big thing that we talked about is you guys getting vaccinated. If they do drop a vaccine for this thing, how y'all feel about that?
all right. So my thing with the one, I'm not the hugest in the doctor and hospital type situation. I don't be going really like that.
Okay.
When I feel like for some reason I had this feeling that when all this stuff that's made has some kind of other result.
Facts.
So I feel like you take natural good care of your body, just like many people did ages before we got all this stuff. Granted, it's great that we have all this technology and this advancement, but I feel like at the same time, you do a great job of taking care of yourself. You build your immune system up naturally. I feel like you're able to fight off a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Did you know that's actually a law in America that it can't be considered a medicine unless it has a side effect? So that to me alone made me not want to take no type of vaccinations. That's fair. We don't have a side effect.
Yeah, but if they making medicine and the medicine don't got a side effect for them to continue to make another medicine to get bread.
That's what I'm saying. So that's not
work.
Then that's not healthcare.
Healthcare ain't about caring for the health. It's about
making
sure people got somewhere to go when they not healthy.
You guys used to watch.
They don't want you to be healthy. They just want to have enough places for you to go when you're not healthy.
For sure. You watched that damn Chris Rock special, Bigger and Blacker? When he said the money ain't in the cure, it's in the medicine. It's in the comeback. I feel like that's what it is for real.
The money ain't gonna never be in the cure. If you put it out and then you spend the resources to cure it, you done wasted all the money you spent building it. You can't put it out. That's like they giving us these stimulus checks.
Yeah.
That ain't enough money for most people.
I don't think that's enough money for anybody, really.
So how you gonna create the whole? How you gonna create the whole and then be like, all right, this just a loan, y'all got to pay it back some kind of way.
Definitely not just one time.
We didn't put us in the COVID situation. Whatever.
They're saying this not stopping until June. So you're talking about another 2 months, bro.
They already had 2 months of stimulus checks planned out for folks, though. They said we was going to get one this month and next month. And when next month comes, they going to figure out where we going from there. Because they don't know what's going on.
The Governor Roy Cooper, yo, no, he right, though.
They don't know what's going on, bro. They like, we going to dress it. It's like when you tear your Achilles, KD. They looking at KD. He putting out videos of him putting up shots.
Yeah.
Oh, snap! He might be ready for the playoffs. Playoffs come, KD still practicing. Oh, snap! He might be ready for the finals. The finals get here, and then it's like, oh, we got to reevaluate.
Facts.
You going through the proper precautions, but until you see how it worked when you put it up to the test, you ain't gonna get the results you looking for.
So you guys. Speaking of KD, you guys see the NBA players playing horse online?
No, I did see that.
That's kind of
Did you see that Donovan Mitchell mad at his teammate because he got the coronavirus?
It be like that sometimes. I feel like we all got it, low key. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody got that.
Well, the hard part about it is you got to look at it from this perspective too. It's like with the people that get the coronavirus, they have to be away from their family. So if they're like got kids, their wives and stuff, they can't even be around them for at least 14 days. So they can't even like see them or nothing. So you're talking about like this man like take care of his family, then got probably his mom, young guy, probably got his girl or his wife or whatever. I ain't looked into a man all that hard, but you know what I'm saying. Now he has to be isolated from all that, and he got mad, and he's a millionaire. Bro. He's isolated from everything.
It ain't his fault that he got it.
It ain't his fault. So you kind of understand. I'm like, bro, but in the severity, but you know what I'm saying, he did get it from somebody. So I understand where he's upset about it because now it's like crippling what he wants to do. You know?
Exactly.
But speaking of that, me and Marvin just saw a clip of the news. They're saying that they got it contained to the homes, but it's still spreading within the house. So they're gonna have to come into the house and take family members. What y'all think about that?
That sound like border wars all over again.
That sound like something crazy.
That sound like the Holocaust. That sound like that. What's that book with Anne Frank, dog?
Yeah.
And they was hiding so they don't come in the crib and take them. That's what that sound like.
Bro, that's gonna be something different.
That's what that sound like.
Me and my cousin was basically getting about, like, what lines do we let them cross because we scared that we not safe? Mind you, the flu is still killing more people than this thing. And the flu's been here.
I ain't never had that either.
And I ain't never got no flu shot.
I ain't never had no flu shot either.
And the weird thing is, they're saying people who got the flu shots are more susceptible to getting COVID. So my thing is, how have I not gotten no vaccination?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, is all that stuff has got like all
something
that
in
stuff
it.
Has something in it, man. There's always something. It's a man-made thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to go biblical, but you know what I'm saying? It's the moment, okay? You know what I'm saying?
We ain't going biblical, but we going viral.
You know, exactly. You know, and I'm looking at it from the standpoint, it's like, you know what I'm saying, God built the earth and everything and the fullness thereof. So everything that he built on the earth naturally was for our benefit, whether animals, whether plants, herbs, all that stuff is naturally from the earth.
5G rays.
You know, that's why
we building everything we're doing everything to diminish that. You know what I'm saying? So we just killing our environment.
Bro, you're going to have them coming at me again, bro. You know I said 5G causes everybody thought I was crazy.
But listen, this is what's crazy to me, though. Is that the things they telling you to do to make sure that you know what I'm saying, not spreading germs and passing germs is elementary school protocol.
For sure.
For not passing germs. That's stuff you've been taught since you've been in school. Basically, your whole existence. Why are people reminding everybody, wash your hands?
That's not an answer.
Sneeze into your shirt.
You
know what I'm saying? Sneeze into your shirt.
Listen,
don't go in here and touch everything.
We still have a dinner around here.
I like messing with people, right? So I just like to see where people's minds
Look at
at.
my plate.
I know, right? I can't even show my mind's just destroyed.
Look at Ralph's plate.
You know,
And me and Heck, the two fat boys.
Hams.
Ralph got the chicken and the steak.
You know what I mean?
All the broccoli.
But I like questioning people to see where their minds at, right? So I go in the food line the other day, and me and my cousin are leaving work. So they got the plastic screen, right, which is kind of like in every store that's open now. Mm-hmm. And then over the keypad, they got a plastic sleeve. But I can see that somebody's hit the keypad before me, right?
You
So
talking about on the card swipe?
Yeah. So I asked the lady, I'm like, yo, do you wipe this down between every customer? And she was about to lie to me. But then I gave her that, like, come on, don't bullshit. She was like, we try to, but, it makes it easier to clean. So I hit my, you know what I mean? She steps from behind the register to hand me my receipt. Mm-hmm. So what's the point in this plastic wall?
It's supposed to be a sneeze guard.
A sneeze guard.
Yeah, that's what basically
but if somebody sneezes, they're going to do it on them.
Or
so it's like,
a sneeze. Hey.
That's basically what it's supposed to be.
Like Charlamagne said, a sneeze and a cough like a gunshot nowadays.
I don't believe that. I just feel like,
hey, you go get an assault. You can get an assault and battery charge. You sneeze in the wrong space.
Bro, I just feel like
Real.
ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it.
It's gotta run, bro. It's gotta run its course.
But no, the wildest thing is when I've seen the pictures where people putting up like the Uber drivers. Mm-hmm. And they got the whole car like plastic, like on the driver's side. So can you imagine, bro? You in there like you riding in this thing, bro. Bro driving, and then you turn around and look, and you feel like
the driver got a fake partition on the jump.
Yeah, bro. He got the whole thing plastic up, bro. Like saran wrapped in that thing. Like I'm talking about the saran wrap back in the booty call movie.
Booty call saran wrap.
Yes, sir. Whole thing wall to wall, Jack. He got that. Ain't playing with no games and the mask.
Why you got the mask on in the car though?
He ain't playing no games. He don't even want the fumes from outside.
If you Uber and I get it, but if you on the way to the grocery store, sure, you put the mask and the gloves on after you get out the whip.
And here was another thing. I saw somebody at work eating pizza
with gloves
with
on.
the gloves on. I'm like, bitch, didn't you have that on all day? Touching the doorknob, you think so?
So listen. If you work at FedEx, you gonna go eat your lunch on your lunch break with the gloves they issue you to touch all them boxes.
Precisely my point. So it's like, at some point, y'all gotta just stop being dumb. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
y'all gotta stop being motherfucking nasty.
That too. But it's like, just use a little bit of common sense. And they were saying like the masks don't even help at this point. You know what I mean?
Well, Boom brought up a good point. Well, you got the beard, so clearly, you know, I just be rolling up in the beard.
If you got a beard, the mask is dub anyway.
Yeah, you know.
Because the hair blocking it from completely sealing to your skin.
So
That's like the people who got to work under crawl spaces and like the bug, like the orchid man and all that. They be clean face.
Yeah. Oh,
Because the respirator is not going to work properly on your face if you got facial hair there.
We just sharing a whole bunch of people's dreams out there. Yo, what you
Like the most you could have is like the little patch right here. Mm-hmm. Like that's the most you can, and it can't even grow out like that because it's gonna be in the way of making the joint work properly.
Interesting.
Boom just shared a whole bunch of people out here rocking beards. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what?
Bro, I wasn't putting that mask on regardless.
I have moments.
I was cool. If it ain't a Jabberwocky mask, it ain't going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my boy want a purge
that
mask.
is dead.
He said, "Give me a purge mask, not a regular mask."
I ain't putting on no mask.
He said, "I don't want no nail tech in the mask. I want a purge mask."
I'm cool. Exactly. Exactly.
But then I saw a post today too that was talking about like the ratings of those masks too. So some of the masks people wearing, they really don't do nothing. They just basically just putting something on.
I mean, honestly, we really seeing mad stuff, bro, because they spread and miseducating us about COVID-19. So we seeing a lot of stuff, just like every other situation. And you got to make out what you want to make out of it.
So yeah, I do. Fact. So I did hear a question that kind of got me thinking. This is the land of the free. You know what I mean? So it's like,
So they tell us.
yeah, but we all bitches out here. You know what I'm saying? When it come to something life threatening, everybody be panicking.
I'm scared.
So I'm talking about like the majority.
I'm scared. You talking about majority.
The majority.
Put me in there.
Cause it's like, so you scared?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But this is why I'm scared.
Well, okay, so I want to ask you a question though.
Go ahead.
Because they more days out of this than snow days. Bro.
For sure. But the thing is, they're saying that we're supposed to be the land of the free. But it seems like we're willing to give up our rights the moment something life-threatening comes. So, like, is it only free when it's convenient? You know what I mean?
They pretty much told us to give up our rights.
That's what I'm saying. So, if we're allowing people to come in our house, if we're allowing people to, like, not let us do certain things, is being free only a convenience thing? Because the moment, like, we're fearing for our lives, we're quick to give the damn freedom out the, you know what I'm saying?
Our free is what they tell us our freedoms are.
Then that ain't free. That ain't free to me.
Yeah.
Dog, we're not talking about life right now. We talk about
Our freedoms are what they tell us our freedom of. We got the freedom to speak as long as we saying something they cool with. Yeah. You saying a whole bunch of other stuff that's in black and white that they don't like. Yeah. All of a sudden, the social media entity got the rights to take it down because they own that community and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when they were talking about that whole TikTok thing, I was like, that's every app.
That's every app, bro.
When I downloaded Messenger, they were like, do you want to give up your soul to get this app? I was like,
basically.
Fuck it.
Basically, do you want to give up your soul to dive in them DMs?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
go down in
but see, I don't know if you guys follow like anything political. Normally I don't. But there was this dude running this year. His name was Andrew Yang. And he was basically saying that is the...
You talking about the dude who everybody stole they
Give
new
$1,000
COVID policies from?
Facts.
All this COVID money we got, Andrew Yang was trying to get everybody the same bread once a month.
Yeah, so what he was saying was basically that data is the new form of gold. You know what I mean? So every time a company asks for all your stuff out your phone, they sell it to other companies. But they don't give you no cut of this. So what he was saying was we need to basically get our data back. And they need to pay us if they're going to sell it. And every time they sell it to like Google or Amazon or Microsoft, you're supposed to get a check in the mail. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they shut that shit down quick because they don't want us to be financially stable.
You cutting out of some people's pockets, bro.
For sure. But the thing is, that's what he's saying. Like, we're willingly giving up money, and we don't even realize it. And like you said, he implemented
because
the $1,000
it don't look
thing.
like money when you give it away.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And just for an app, just to send a message over Facebook,
Crazy.
which is supposed to be free, they just, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
But
that data stuff, bro, they already take it. Why you think you could be on the phone talking about where you trying to go eat at? I think I want Carrabba's. When you get on Instagram,
It'd be right there,
that
man.
fourth post gonna be a post about Carrabba's. People don't even. This how crazy. People don't even realize every fourth post on Instagram is an advertisement.
Yeah, put right into
And
that.
I didn't realize
every
that.
fifth post on Facebook is an advertisement.
I did
every
not
fourth
realize
post
that,
on
but I
Instagram is
didn't.
an advertisement.
Yeah, it's believable.
It's going crazy.
But it was funny because you guys got Siri. The
He
Samsung.
say you guys because
Yeah.
He ain't joined the team.
Because I'm
yet,
elevated
you know what
out
I'm saying?
here, you know what I'm saying?
he not an Apple guy.
I got Bixby. So when I first got my phone, I was like, Bixby, do you listen to me when I'm not talking to you? Her dumb ass was like, hell yeah. I was like, I have to turn her off now because you can't be eavesdropping. You know, but I really do think that all the electronics are always recording. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Why you think the camera's face forward?
Oh, 100%. I remember when the smart TVs first came out, Marvin was like, y'all better disable that camera or don't get one with a camera on the front. Because you're basically putting a camera in your living room, which is
That
the most
you don't
populated.
always control.
Exactly, which is but once again, when you download the apps, what does it say? Give us access to your contacts, text messages, phone calls, and camera, and microphone. Mm-hmm. So they just using that shit as a tracking device.
That's what phones are. That's how you can get found so easy.
Phones is used. Them same signals bounce off the GPS.
It's so easy. That's how it's so easy to find people. Yeah.
That's why. What's my man's name? That's why I don't understand why Joe Exotic thought he wasn't gonna get caught.
Bro.
All he did was change his phone. He's still making videos talking about fuck Carol Baskins.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
Off
thing
the
is,
phone.
the thing is, he's never hid that fact. He was shooting dummies, saying, "Fuck Carol, this is what I'm gonna do to Carol Baskins." The thing is,
crazy. I still gotta watch all that.
I'm riding.
That joint's stupid.
Hey man, y'all gotta
But Carol,
your boy be doing too much. All right, you know what I'm saying? Relax,
Carol supposed to be
relax.
in jail though.
Oh, she definitely bited her husband.
Carol supposed to be in jail though.
She definitely bited her husband. Ain't no way around it.
Everybody trying to blame.
My dog Joe Exotic.
I saw that.
Went to jail for trying to catch a body.
To hire a dumb hitman.
How do you hire a hitman for $3,000? Was it 1 in 3,000? That's what he said.
It was supposed to be 10, but he only gave him 3.
He can only come up with 3.
Facts. He was broke.
He can only come up with 3, bro. And then he really went to jail for selling baby tigers. For selling
No.
baby tigers.
He went to jail for hiring a hit.
They didn't have enough evidence. It was inconclusive from what I
but
thought.
then they said that he was killing the tigers when they got older.
Yeah, that's what he went to jail for. He sold baby tigers and he executed tigers the wrong way.
But he
Because
said that
he went to jail because of Peter. They the ones who got him in trouble for real.
I'm tell you what, they don't play with no animals now.
okay. But this is what I asked one of my friends because I was like, "What's the difference between making breeding tigers, right, and breeding these chickens and pigs and stuff for slaughter?"
We make money. They make money off of the chickens and the pigs.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's making money.
They
off
don't
the
make
tigers.
it. They don't make it. He's making money off tigers.
Yeah.
It's not as much money as Purdue and
I guess you
Smithfield
look
and
at
over
it this
there.
way, it's like, that's not benefiting. I guess,
Sanderson's
the greater
farm.
good either.
What do you mean?
Because you gotta think more people are benefiting.
Democracy
off
don't
of
benefit the
chickens,
greater good.
Eating chickens, all that stuff going around. More people are eating and using it. No, how many of us use a tiger? I ain't never owned no damn tiger in my lifetime.
But my thing is, Peter's talking about animal rights, though, correct? So if you got chickens in a cage sitting on each other,
But let's be just honest. When we talking about Peter, talking about animal, I mean Peter pushed more rights than we get for some of the minority folks. Just throwing it out there, but I ain't trying to get us canceled. I'm just saying.
Hey man,
I'm just saying, man. This is the way it is. This is what look. This is facts out here, okay? Man,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff get more rights than certain people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
They
it.
ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But what can you do? We just keep pushing forward.
I did. But my thing is, you can't lock somebody up for breeding tigers, but then you allowing people to like mass produce pigs and chickens and stuff and not live their best life, basically. You know what I mean? Like it has to be consistent. You can't pick and choose and just lock random people up. That's when
No.
you start getting blowback.
they wanted you. We wanted to be consistent. It ain't never been consistent for it to have to be consistent. We want consistency. The government ain't
Is
never.
that too much to ask?
The government
Goddamn
ain't never
consistent.
showed consistency.
I feel it. All right.
The government is Jody and we Yvette.
I might watch that tonight to keep it hot. I might watch that tonight. I've been wanting to watch Big Boy for a few days. So let's get on to some fun stuff because we're talking about some depressing shit. I read a Facebook status that kind of got me kind of happy because I knew everybody's gonna get mad at it. It said,
The pot stirrer.
"Say what?"
I said you the pot stirrer.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely like I like to like get people on edge and think because I feel people like to get emotional rather than really think about what's going on. And it said, "What's the point in getting married if you're gonna put your kids above your husband?" So I thought that was kind of interesting because as my boy right over here saying going biblical, that's what it says in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I ain't married, but I do got a kid, so
So what is different because never mind. I'm not gonna go into no guy girl thing, but basically, the premise was you're supposed to put the man as the head of the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the kids, because the man's a provider. The man can give you more kids. The man's your lifetime companion, and the kids basically are gonna graduate, go off, and get married, right, and start their own life. So
When
technically,
the kids leave, the man's still gonna be there.
unless you
Hopefully.
shit on them, you know what I'm saying? Unless you shit on them,
That
you
should be
kid.
the end goal.
So you get all of these women saying, my kids come first, and all of this stuff. So they just immediately get emotional about the statement, right? But then you get some other people who's like diving deep because like it says it in the Bible. So as a Bible person, what do you think about that?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell people what or what not to believe. But I'm a firm believer in my religion. And I follow what's being said and what's being done. I follow the script, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Treat others as you would like to be treated. I do that. I mean, of course, we all make some mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But we're all sinners saved by grace.
Yeah. I just feel like people
I think a lot of times people are react a lot of times or super quick to react to things and not think about stuff, and that's just natural. People will respond to something and not take a second to just think about like, oh, what is he really trying to say?
Yeah.
People always listen to respond instead of listening to understand though. So they read it to have a space. They read it just to have a space to respond that instead of reading and try to understand the context of the situation. Because people can say my kids come first, but that's your kids' wants and what they need over what you want and what you need to a certain extent, even at the most part. Because I mean, your kid might can need some shoes, but you also need the light bill paid, so the shoes can wait till next paycheck.
100%.
So like, when it be like my kids come first, that's their wants and they needs.
Yeah.
As far as the family construct, y'all come first, cause without y'all, they
no
gonna be out
kids.
here fending for
No.
themselves.
100%.
That's not what kids supposed to be doing. Kids ain't asked to be here.
But see, a lot of times what I realize when you talk to these new school women, it's kind of like they're very like explosive. You know what I mean? So they don't really get what you're trying to say. As far as like, I feel like some of the old school values kind of had some meaning.
They still do.
That's what I'm saying. To this day, I feel like really, a lot of this stuff was made for a reason. Like everybody knows I'm not really a big Bible believer, but I do believe a lot of the stuff in the Bible teaches you good foundations. You know what I'm saying? And we're in a society where everything's getting mixed up so bad, nobody knows their roles. Nobody knows like how things are supposed to go.
People lack integrity and morals and all of that stuff.
For sure.
And that's because they lacking those teachings.
I believe that too.
Or either they lacking those teachings or they lacking the understanding that come from them teachings.
And I do feel like the biggest thing that's hindering a lot of people now is the broken family. You know what I'm saying? In the moment you start disrespecting the man, that's where you start coming into the divorce.
That's when
rate
you
kind
start breaking the family up.
Exactly. And as strong, and I was raised by a single mom, but as strong as that is, you still need the dual parenting.
You still need that other half. You need the estrogen and the testosterone.
For sure. To teach different type of lessons and stuff. And
Just like men got estrogen and women got testosterone. You need it.
yeah.
It ain't no way around it.
Yeah.
You need it, period. No matter if it's just a little bit to balance it out or if it's a whole lot to balance it out. You need that.
But you know it's hard because, you know what I'm saying, parenting, I don't have kids, but I can imagine that it's hard. It's hard. So the whole thing I was train up a child in the way they should go so they don't depart from it. But, I mean, y'all both have kids. So, I mean, how do y'all think that role, being single, like, or single fathers or however you want to say that is.
I ain't even gonna claim to be no single father.
But that's what I'm saying. But yours, I know yours was different because you got a good side.
I got more than enough help. I got more help than I can even pray for when it comes to that.
It takes a village to raise a child.
That's a fact.
Said, right?
But my village don't really involve the, you know what I'm saying? The stork or whatever.
He said the stork.
But
The host.
the host, yeah, exactly. Ooh, I like that. I like that more than the stork.
He said it doesn't involve the store. When he said store, I was like, "Oh, okay,
You gotta think
you.
the cartoons, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like, I look at it kind of different, man. I feel the moment you choose to marry somebody, y'all become one thing. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole bunch of these questions going around where it's just like if you make 4,000 or if you make 2,000 and the girl make 2,000 and the rent is 1,800, who's supposed to pay for that? But I feel like if you make 2,000, she make 2,000, y'all got 4,000. It ain't no he, she divvying it up. Like if y'all married, like it's supposed to be one thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That also sometimes comes down to between people is convenient. Like, it's convenient.
Yeah. I honestly feel like because of the way where we at in the world now and everybody, because you know, like I say, like our grandparents and people before them, people was all on one accord. A lot of people practice pretty much the same stuff if it won't too much outside the ordinary. You know what I'm talking about?
Also helped them out? They didn't have as many distractions.
Yeah, but now it's like all of these distractions, people not listening to the teachings, people don't want to seek the knowledge. Now I just feel like it's basically like whatever you can make work for you is going to work for you, and it may not work for everybody else because everybody ain't on the same accord like they was once upon a time where everybody felt like this way, and if you didn't feel this way, you was right here, but it wasn't that many people in the middle.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Now is people feel this way and people feel this way, and they trying to get everybody in the middle
To get join
to
their
come
side.
to either side.
It's tribalism.
And there's so many people in the middle. It's like, well, I understand this part, and this part, but I want this part, and this part. So I'm gonna stay right here because I can get both.
I feel that.
But for real, like it's just because people think in so many different ways nowadays, and there's so many ways to express yourself, so many ways to learn what you thought you knew, or so many ways to figure out what you thought you liked, you didn't like it. You gotta compromise. Compromise is gonna be the best verb you can have when it comes to dealing with something outside yourself.
So in order to compromise, you can't really be selfish though. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I hear a whole lot of not willing to sacrifice something for your partner. You know what I mean? And
It's a balance, man. It's got to be even. It's got to be like an even fair. Yeah, exactly. Because if one person is doing all the work, it ain't gonna take long before somebody gets tired and fed up and want to move the other way, and just be like, "Yo, this ain't working." On then now you start having when we talk about the cheating stuff. Now you talk about the other thing you brought up.
that was one of the points.
So when you start talking about the cheating and stuff like that, it's because you got like remember this person invested so much in you, and then now it's like they don't even you're not even the same person, and now they're having to go veer off somewhere else and they're finding something else in somebody else that they can't get from you. That's generally what I think.
See, I have mixed feelings on that because it's like I do agree. If somebody's cheating on you, that means there's something missing, right? But then I also do agree that if you with somebody, like I'm not here to waste no time. So
you bring it to them first too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And if you don't rectify the problem that I'm giving you, then I gotta bounce. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here. Like
it's the honorable.
This is why I wouldn't cheat on somebody. You know, the problem with that is people want their cake and they eat it too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's like
that's it.
And it's like this is what I was explaining to you earlier today. Actually, it was like there's two different types of cheating, right? Men kind of go for the physical thing, so they'll go have sex with somebody random, have no emotional attachment. That's one thing.
That's just a thirst.
That's one thing. It's like, damn, she got a fat butt. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity struck. Boom, I'm in there. Now, You have the female who would text somebody all day, call somebody all day, give insight, emotional attachment to, right? Meanwhile, sleeping next to another man. Which one do you think is worse?
The emotional attachment.
For sure.
Because even the females can't deal with the emotional. If you really had a relationship with the shorty, the females can't even deal with that.
100%. So it's like if I have a one night stand, it's different from me texting a girl saying, "Yo, I really love you" and all that stuff. I want to spend time with you and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's
both of them wrong. Let's not make it. We're not
100%.
trying to say that one of them is better than the other.
All cheating is wrong.
They both wrong.
But
at the same time, like the one that's the worst of the two evils is if you in a relationship with somebody and you leading somebody else to believe that they got that same position or up on a high pedestal, just like the person that you
100%
holding up on the pedestal.
And I was just listening to a old interview from Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice, that dude.
He that dude, but he was basically saying that you need to pay attention because women are different from men. So their sex is your time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they want all your time. If that's the case, you need to be giving me something back. Because me being your friend means more than you just having sex with me. Mm-hmm. So you need to bring more to the table than that. So don't just call me your friend, you know what I'm saying, and think you're going to be doing what you got to do. You got to be a friend. Like, you got to make me not want to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hang out with Boone or Ralph because I want to chill with my girl. Mm-hmm. But it ain't like that these days. You know what I'm saying? It's like they think they could just be.
It's super hard to find. You know what I'm saying?
It's hella hard to find.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say there's none out there. I mean, but it's just it's not very prevalent.
It's hella hard to find.
Very often.
Yep. But so that and you know it lit up. I got to argument with this girl because she was like going off and stuff. But it's just like I feel we're different by nature. We think different. We move different. You know what I'm saying? Than females.
That's the nature versus the nurture.
Yeah. It's not saying that there can't be overlap. Not saying that there's emotional men. And, you know, there's some women who just like sex. There's always that.
Just like is women who can't control their emotions and men who do know how to display their emotions. It's not all one finite, you know what I'm saying? Way to describe it. Like, there's people out here who are in tune with their emotions and they can explain to you why they upset with you, why you can't talk to them, and why y'all not friends no more.
I feel like I'm one of those people, though.
Exactly. And there's women out here who can do the same thing when they get upset. Yeah. But at the same time, there's also women out here who can't explain themselves when they're hungry, let alone when they get upset. They can't tell you what they want to eat at. How you think they can think clearly when they upset with you?
Okay, so if you're in that type of situation, right?
You should have known who you was dealing with.
Facts. That's fair enough.
That's point blank. Because you got to know who you dealing with anyway.
That's the problem, though. I don't think people, with a lot of the relationships we talked about last week, people getting into stuff and they don't, you know what I'm saying, now they're quarantined stuff with people. And they don't never spend the time to really understand and know that person.
That's
like,
because
how much do you really know about them? Because I've asked somebody that before. Like, they would be like, "Oh yeah, I've been talking to this dude for like a month." I'm like, "So what is his like favorite thing to eat?"
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, what's his last name? How much do you really know about this cat?
100%.
You even ask the basic question.
Exactly. You know? That's because you know how you can want something, but you don't know how what it takes to get that. That's what that is. You want something in particular, so you doing what you got to do to get what you want in particular, instead of trying to figure out what can this do for me. Like, what is her purpose in me knowing her? Because I know a lot of people. She can know me on Facebook. She can know me on the ground.
That's how I feel.
But what is the purpose? What is my real purpose in me knowing this person besides I'm trying to smash? Because if I'm trying to smash and you all of a sudden get pregnant, how I keep you from being the leeching ass, spiteful ass, oh, this nigga ain't shit ass baby mama. Because if you would have took the time and getting to know me, you would have known I'm a thought. Get me lit. Like, get me lit. Like, that's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want.
I just feel
you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like everybody's so fast.
If I want something else from you, I would display that. Like, if I want you here for this purpose, we gonna try to figure out if you can do this. If you can't do this, either we can't be cool or I gotta figure out another place for you in my life.
I did. True. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Like, and I ain't even just talking about with women. Like,
Just
bro,
men in general, yeah.
You think with all the shit that we all got going on, if we weren't coming in here to seriously do some work, we would be in here fucking around? How long we was in here, bro?
Bro, we've been here today since at least 6.
Exactly. And we came in here with the idea in mind that we was gonna knock this shit out. And we did not leave
until we accomplished the goal.
Exactly.
Bro. So that's
if you go up to, if you see a girl and you like, I want them cheeks.
Listen.
That's the only thing you gonna be wanting and visualizing when you go talk to her, when you text her. If you see a girl and be like, she bad, but I'm trying to see why I need to know her. Why can she be on my team?
That's more, as funny as this is gonna sound, because everybody, for some reason, everybody got this whole like player image of me, right? I really like that more. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care for the done up cute, too cute for shit. Like, I like goofy girl, like I can have fun with, who I can really like get to know. And we went through this last week. I told somebody, I was like, yo, I'd rather you be my best friend. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, it can't be the same thing. But in my mind, it's like, why not?
Why it can't be the same thing?
They be on something else, bro. But
Why
that's how it is with me.
thing?
It's like me, I'm an open person. And we talk about, I write music. I write. So it's like, I'm very in tune with how I'm feeling at the time. And I don't really care. Like, I'm too grown to care about what people think about me. So if I feel a type of way, I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? And it gets me in a lot of trouble. Because if I'm talking to a dude and I'm not happy, like, I'm going to let him know. You know what I mean? I'm very, very direct person. But it's like I feel things get just so misconstrued because I think it's a lot to do.
When you leave gray area in there.
It has a lot to do with the timing, though, bro. It's the times because we're not in that type of era. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not cool to be deep. It's not cool to be hard on your sleeve type shit.
Timing is everything right now. Like, you really got to. It's like
It's about how you do it too, though.
And it's a setup.
Because you could wear your heart on your sleeve, but ain't nobody trying to be Rod Wave all day.
No,
Like I have yet to hear a second song from Rod Wave.
You're right.
The hit like that one? No.
No, it's not even a hit. I didn't like the first song.
Oh, you didn't like the first?
I like that joint.
Bro,
he made me like it though. Listen, he be doing that.
Listen.
He be doing that.
Do you know how long it took for me to like J. Cole, bro?
Now you wild.
J. Cole came out, 08, 09? I want to say. I ain't start liking J. Cole. I ain't start liking J. Cole till Forest Hills Drive.
But that was his classic album. That was his first classic album.
I was tired of hearing J. Cole talking about he had no lights. He had no food. Bro, his mama this, his mama that. Bro, I live that. I don't want to hear that in my goddamn music. I listen to music to escape that shit.
Yeah, I know,
not to think about the shit that I listen to.
But you know, they say that's the thing that some of how a lot of artists connect with people is talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, what with the music, keeping it real.
Nah, that's how he got his core fan base. But I want to hear some bars.
Yeah,
if you gonna tell, I understood he was a storyteller. I ain't never say he was a trash rapper. I ain't like him. The stories he told, I don't like them type of stories. When he started barring niggas the fuck down, I was like, yo, J. Cole going crazy, yo.
Yeah.
J. Cole got bars for niggas. He talking about the light in the refrigerator not on no more. Like, come on, bro.
I feel it.
Niggas tired of hearing that. Just 6 mixtapes straight, you talking about you ain't got no lights. Nigga, you been rapping for this long, you ain't got no lights? Come on now.
I feel it. Yeah, but we do get ignorant sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do turn up a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, but that's everybody has to, man. You have to mix stuff up and have a little fun. And at the same time, it's like no matter what success level you get, bro, you can't forget where he came from.
Yeah.
And that's the problem I see with some folks. Like they don't remember.
Like you said, you can take the nigga out the hood.
No. We changing that though.
Yeah.
We changing
We're gonna try to change it, but we working on it. We're gonna be the first test, bro.
Hey.
We're gonna be the first test.
I don't care what nobody say.
I just feel like
A fried bologna sandwich ain't never too far from me.
nah, bro. I just feel like everything is about imaging now.
Yeah.
It ain't about
Facts.
what's real.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like the picture of that chick, that bad Barbie, whatever the hell is going around. Have you seen that?
The Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
Oh, how she look black now?
Yeah, but here's my thing, bro. Somebody like me, that's not attractive, cause it's fake. Like everything about that picture is fake. You know what I'm saying? So I like natural shit. Like I like just to look at somebody and be like, she's not trying to be pretty.
You know the problem with that though, bro, is like it's crazy things like, bro, men. A lot of men, I can't speak for all men, but I know I'm the same way. I like the natural beauty in women, but all the social media and all the stuff we watch
pushing that.
is pushing an image, and all these girls, regardless if they look great, natural, just full on beautiful without anything, it's the feel that I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need that extra because all the other girls had it, and then that's what all of them look like.
That's where J. Cole comes in. You know what I'm saying? With the crooked smiles and all that. People gotta, I'm a big believer in music sets the tone for the culture. So if we have all of this fake ass music, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about what's trending right now. Like, just really pay attention to. You got Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, Cardi B, right? Those are the women's idols right now. Kim Kardashian, you know what I'm saying? None of these hoes have anything substantial.
Oh, what's the new one now? Doja Cat.
She's funny as hell though.
Yeah.
But
Doja Cat.
She funny as
she's funny as hell.
Bro. Doja Cat.
But in the music, there's no substance about really being a woman. It's about being a trick, being a hoe, shaking that ass for money. You know what I'm saying? There's no real, and they think that's cool.
Let me interject. Because I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Devil advocate, go ahead.
Like, I love that.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a dude. I don't want to hear what the fuck Megan got to say.
That's my point.
I just want to look at her anyway.
But now,
how do we know that what she's talking about ain't what being a woman is in 2020?
but that's what I'm saying.
Some women are wholesome, are sluts, are whores, are knowledgeable, are managers, are on the motherboard,
Business
all
owners.
in the same person. Bro, these girls don't even wear the same hairstyle for 24 straight hours. And you trying to tell me they can't be more than one person?
Or lashes.
You know what I'm saying?
Or lashes, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill,
These
chill,
motherfuckers
chill.
got lashes from a mink. When I was growing up, mink was on hats and coats, not your eyelash.
That was ladies.
How do we know,
That was
as a
church
person
ladies
with the
coming in,
penis,
you know what I'm saying?
what it is to be a woman in 2020?
We don't know what it is to be a woman, but what I'm saying is when I play Rhapsody and I played Eve and I played Missy Elliott, it was a different vibe.
And they still had some freak shit in their music.
They had some freak shit, but it
And
wasn't the
Eve was
totality.
still talking about shooting niggas and bodying niggas.
But it wasn't in totality.
And Rap City still barring niggas the hell up.
For sure. But it's not in totality saying that it's about objectifying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, music moves the culture. So you have all of these like when the pill popping craze hit, a lot of the artists started dying because of that. And everybody kept saying, you don't think that's a problem? Everybody like, no.
But that's what they objectify though.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what they objectify. Everybody don't objectify the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be certain women rappers who got. I ain't gonna say they wear a whole bunch of hats. They wear a whole bunch of wigs.
I mean, but they got a
That's why Megan is Tina Snow, Sugar, and whoever else the other 5 people in her
But what
head
makes me
is.
mad is they can rap, dog.
But
They can
Yeah.
rap. So why you keep to that same premise?
The
You
same-
can spit. Like Rhapsody can spit, Meg can spit, and Cardi can spit. Nicki can spit. So why not spit about some shit that means something? Why every song ass shaking and twerking and robbing niggas and being a slut? Like, why can't it be something like real? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my.
Yeah,
That is
the
what they get
thing
paid
is, 'cause
for,
the
but-
thing is, some
Negative narrative is no, don't make that. I'll give you this much.
100 and see now that's stuff I'm trying to dive into because as an artist,
But you gotta think because you have people that are like basically their
Handlers.
AR management and stuff like that. That's also like Marvin just said from Forrest. They are looking at the dollar sides.
Yeah.
They're looking at the whole
it's
statistics.
real. It's real artists
Yo,
who can control.
You could do this, but we probably not gonna make as much if you do this. Okay, well let's go get the bag. It's
kinda
I'm about
like-
to do this music. You
kind
know
of
what
like
I'm saying?
Future.
Yeah.
They don't want the youth to get on that straight and narrow path and say this is what we're gonna live. They want you going for that hood stuff, the drugs, all the unnecessary.
100%. And like
Just like 2 Chainz was on there. I saw the thing on Facebook. These 2 guys sitting there when they giving them the designer blunts. Now, they had a $50,000 blunt.
sounds kind of crazy. I can't even lie.
But I mean, look, you got to look. It's all on like everybody. All these people that we're talking about, artists, even athletes. All these, they have a platform. It just depends on how they decide to use that.
That's my
platform.
point. Future, for instance.
They have a perceived platform.
That's even better.
But
That's even
Future has a
better play.
huge fan
Perceived
base.
platform.
And every one of his songs are about what? Popping pills and shit like that. He don't even do drugs. So at that point, are you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? For
That's
the
plug and play.
the plug and play.
That's like you remember when the NFL had took away all of the individuality when they started being like no celebrating. You gotta wear your socks this way. You
Yeah,
gotta do this, that, and the third.
everybody had the same cleats on.
Yeah, same cleats. That's because if my name is Chad Johnson and I decide to change my name to Chad Ochocinco, people gonna know that because my name on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
If the NFL decides Chad Ochocinco is being a nuisance, we gonna replace him with Chad Butler.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna be able to tell until he turn around and you don't see the name on the jersey.
But we are
If you see the 85, if you see the white socks and the black cleats, you just gonna be like, oh, that's Chad Johnson until you turn around and it say Forte or LaFleur or something on the back of the jersey. Hold on. That ain't Ocho Cinco.
But I feel like we're in the era, bro, like everybody can touch people individually. Like right now, say we get tomorrow we get 10 million followers. We don't need no A&R. We don't need nobody telling me what type of stuff that we're gonna release. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's about a choice.
Controlling your narrative.
It's about a choice.
Yeah, that's right. You said the best. Controlling your narrative, bro. Like everybody has their own way they can impact and do stuff and make change.
And that's
Because that's basic.
Controlling your narrative. What if you get to this many million followers and you get a check for X amount of dollars and you doing what you want to do and they say, hold it, we're gonna demonetize these guys as long as they're doing that, and you go from a $50,000 check every month for this show to zero. You gonna change your narrative or stay the same?
change.
It
No,
depends.
no.
That depends
Hell
on your
no.
integrity.
Cause you see me, yeah, exactly. You
That
see
depends
me,
on your
you
integrity.
see me play texting the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really. I feel like once you get a certain amount of money now, it's about doing what you want to do. My thing is, I don't care about money. I care about being free. I want to be able to go where I want to go, when I want to go, and who I want to go with, and nobody can stop me. So if I can do that, I don't care how many millions are in the bank. You know what I mean? So once we get to that level where we have residual income and all of this stuff going, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to talk about. That's part of the freedom that I want. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna tell me what type of group to and talk about these pills and talk about this stuff. Like, I do like girls. I do like strip clubs. But that's not the totality of my thought. I also do like women who can be a good mother. I also do like women who are good women. So I'm not gonna just do music about hoes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my point. That's why I do like Cole, because Cole gives you. He does get ignorant sometimes.
That's the Cole I like though. The ignorant Cole. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I got two things for you. Cause everything you just said just now ties all the way back to what you say about the female rappers and why they rapping about this, and this.
Yep.
They can control their narrative the way they want to for the most part.
Or can't.
They can for the most part.
You think that's their narrative? Meg Thee Stallion.
When it come to like Cardi and Meg
is in school, bro. Like she
yeah, but that don't mean, bro. Girls in schools in school is the only girls out here shaking ass.
Yeah. No. Check it
All
out.
the other girls that shaking ass is because they getting paid for it.
I just watched the interview about her talking about trying to open up hospitals and help people.
That's what she in school for.
That's
Health
what I'm
administration.
saying. So you got some shit to rap about, dog. Like, why are you just talking about women scamming dude? Like, why is that?
That's the city girl.
No, it's her too, because she was doing that. The hot girl summer shit happened, right? She had a boyfriend. This is my point. My point is it's not real.
Yeah.
So why not just be real? That's
because
the point.
the thing, every track don't got to be real.
Every track don't. Every track got to be fake
real.
though.
If that's where the bread coming from, why the hell you gonna make all the real tracks?
Come on,
that's controlling the narrative. If you good at making the bag, and you can get everybody in your face off of the bullshit, and you throw out some good shit here and there, some jewels here and there, everybody gonna listen to it.
Where the jewels
if you always throwing out jewels, and then you just throwing out bullshit here and there, everybody who want to hear jewels gonna attract to you. You gonna get all the ratchet people if most of the stuff you release is ratchet and you drop jewels in a ratchet way.
Yeah.
If you dropping jewels and then you can only be ratchet when you on the Megan track, hence Rap City, only gonna have that thing. You gotta pay attention to. You gotta pay attention to who want to listen to it, not who not gonna listen to it. Okay. That's the first thing. And the second thing, to go back to what Marvin was talking about when he was saying that if they take your check away. That's fight or flight. It's only two types of people.
Yeah.
Either you gonna fight against it and figure out how you gonna create your own check, or you gonna tuck your tail and do what they tell you to do so you can keep that 50 bands coming every month.
Yeah, but see, it's not like back in the day. In the 90s, early 2000s, it was like the corporations ran the artists, right? So it was like Def Jam said, you need to drop this single, and this is the only way we're gonna promote you to get your shows. Tory Lanez just did a fucking radio show from his IG. No labels involved. It was the re streaming thing. You know what I'm saying? And Instagram actually blocked him and said, you can't do this. 2 days later, they had to re-give him his rights back to go IG Live and do the Tory Lanez radio because his music was so fire and the following was so big that they couldn't even stop it. So my thing is, with social media and everything, every artist has the following.
The artist is the corporation.
Yeah. Precisely. So if not even a white person, but just if a CEO comes to me and they're like, yo, you need to promote this stuff, and I don't want to promote it, don't give me your check because I'm going to go straight to the fans and we're going to talk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're in that era. So for that, the Blueface stuff, for all of that ignorant stuff to be popping, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only time I start questioning stuff. It's like, at what point are we as fans gonna want some substance? You know what I mean? Especially from the female artists, because female artists are less than men.
Well, when you put it that way, you just gotta look at it. Only way change ever happens is when the mass in numbers all
want it.
Because I mean, look at how the COVID situation that ties right back into how the COVID situation going right now. Only way stuff is changing, like honestly, our air pollution is significantly down, and that's only because
nobody's working.
Nobody's working. People don't have jobs, and everybody's forced to be home.
There's many cars on the street.
Yeah, I'm saying so. Everybody's supposed to be home. Yeah. They ain't going nowhere. So that, you know what I'm saying. There's one change. The only reason why that changed is because we all as people are trying to either can't do it, but one really are supposed to be trying to look out for each other and not being out. So that's, you know what I'm saying. We're making a huge change that's affecting our whole country right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's in anything movement. You go back to Black History, Martin Luther King movement. That's how you get change. All the people bound together to make a change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you don't have now. You can't get enough people to do stuff to make a movement because either that person's scared or this person doesn't really think it benefits them that great or what are they getting out of it? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of selfishness and stuff right now. So it's hard to do that.
We're in a
But
very
that's it.
selfish era.
That's the thing with the radio too, though. The radio is they projecting to us what they want us to hear, and they making us like it. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? When you listen to the radio, because that's broadcast, just like TV and all of that stuff. They telling us what they want us to know, and eventually they gonna say it to the point where we gonna start believing it, and that's what we gonna like. That's how we gonna want to hear it. That's the delivery we want.
I believe it.
Most of the people who do get their music is because something crazy happened and it went viral, and all of a sudden, oh, they like this, so let me check it out. Yeah. Oh, this ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Nas wouldn't be Jay-Z now if Ether came out now instead of when it came out in the early 2000s.
You don't think so?
Nah. Nah. Because Jay-Z ain't let it go when Ether came out. Jay-Z put out an album and still had 2 diss tracks on there for Nas when Ether came out. And out of all 3 or 4 diss tracks that Jay-Z had, Ether still was the hardest diss track out of the whole Fight series.
50 Cent still bodying Ja Rule?
Yeah, because he bullied. He in our eyes, he bullied Ja Rule.
Yeah. It was
But
disrespectful.
in reality, Ja Rule bullied 50. But because 50 was doing the theatrics and controlling the narrative, he made it seem like he was bullying Ja Rule.
How in reality?
50 got stabbed
For sure, but
by somebody from Murder Inc. while they was beefing.
yeah.
Nothing happened to Ja Rule besides all of the yapping that G-Unit was doing. Mm-hmm. G-Unit wasn't doing nothing but talking. We didn't see 50 get stabbed. Mm-hmm. We didn't see 50 get jumped. We didn't see Lloyd get jumped. We didn't see none of that fighting stuff. We didn't see that. All we saw was 50 making fun of Ja. All of a sudden, Ja lame, but 50 come back the very next album sing rapping with Olivia. Talking about, I'm going to take you to the candy shop. But the nigga you just told everybody was whack, who got a battered looking girl on his songs who can sing. For real, for real? You really just told us he was whack and you doing the same, the Great Value damn Food Line brand the way he was doing? That's what I mean by controlling the narrative. Because Ja really was bullying 50. 50 made it look like he was bullying Ja. And we rode with what we thought 50 was doing because 50 was hot at the time. And Ja was finna go to jail.
I'm going to have to revisit this beef. Because I think some more went into that.
A lot more went into it because Terror Squad went into it and all that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Murder Inc. and Terror Squad was actually putting hands on people. G-Unit weren't trying to do none of that. They was all on probation. Tony Ayo was fresh out of jail. Young Buck was fresh out of jail. 50 were fresh off of getting shot 9-10 times. Game fresh out of jail. Yeah. They can't really do nothing. They getting touched on, but they can't really touch nobody back.
That's facts.
I feel it. So it's all about narratives. Everything's about narratives.
And because the people are the people, social media made people the corporations. You gotta have public relations. Yeah. You gotta have the right imagery. You gotta be accessible.
I do feel like that's the totality of an artist, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's imagery, stage presence, you know what I'm saying, creativity, all of that.
And all of that stuff back then is what the labels had. People to show you, that's that artist development. That's what the labels were for back then.
Yo, somebody hit me up.
They're not even developing artists no more. Artists is coming to labels with 300, 400, 500K followers.
Yeah.
Million views and stuff, and the label's like, all right, well, we gonna put bread behind this. Nigga, I don't need no bread. Nigga, I can put this shit out my own. Yeah. Nigga, I want to check.
Joyner Lucas is
why is you signing to a label if they can't give you more money than how more followers you got? You need at least a label need to at least give you $100 for every follower you got, because they didn't bring you that listener.
You talking about some big money right there.
They didn't bring. Did
didn't bring
the
it to
label
you,
give you that listener though?
No.
Exactly.
They didn't bring that.
So
to
why
you.
the label making money
That's
off you
actually
without giving you the
that's
money
actually
first?
a pretty slick concept right there.
But I mean, it's fair though. When you look,
It's
when you
the
think about it, it's
truth, bro.
fair though. Because
I can
it's
see.
like-
I can see if I went to the label with a demo, like it's 98, and was
there
like,
was nothing
"Yo,
behind
bro, sign me. My demo hard. I'm not on the radio. I don't got no one sheeter that show how many views on
you got no
YouTube
fans.
and how many streams I'm getting, how much money I make off of shows, how many bookings I'm getting.
Yeah.
You can't get that if you're not on the radio or if you don't got no management team.
It's not the case now.
You don't need that now. You can post your music on
outlets.
SoundCloud and be famous locally.
Yep.
You could be
Wiz Khalifa is prime example.
You can be exactly. You could be the Quavo or Raleigh, and have $10 money.
I'm trying to be the Quavo O'Reilly.
You can be the Quavo or Raleigh. You opening up for every time somebody come to the rig. They calling New Future Flash to come open up.
You hear me? Call me. You know what I'm saying?
You not even. They calling you. You not even here. You on vacation.
Exactly.
They
Every
want
time.
you to come. They want you to come open up because why would we?
Oh,
ask
I didn't say I was gonna perform. I just said I want them to call me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They want you to come open up because
We out of town.
you run it. You the hottest thing in the city. You run the city.
But
Why we gonna have somebody else open it up? They don't got the pool that you got.
I did.
If we say New Future Flash coming, we know tickets about to sell out and we're gonna have to throw a second party.
Every time. Every
Exactly.
time. Every time. Speaking of selling out, you know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
We gonna
Here
say
we
No,
go.
I was just gonna say
We gonna say
appreciate.
them.
Yeah, I was gonna say appreciate everybody for tuning in during our little
Big
video test.
Yeah, this is a test,
Um,
yo. This is a test, but we getting there,
New
yo.
equipment test run.
New equipment test run.
We're gonna upload the footage on probably IGTV and YouTube, so you're gonna see the camera work. This was just my live right now, so we had some internet situations, but you're gonna see the final product in a few days. So just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
TMG Studios.
It's been a work in progress, y'all.
The No Yes Man podcast is coming back.
Yeah, we coming back with a vengeance. You know what I'm saying? This season might be called canceled. You know
I'm
what
trying to get
saying?
canceled this season, guys. So if you guys could spread all the bullshit I say, that'd be, you know what I'm saying, highly appreciated. It's your boy New Future Flash in the building. We got
You know, your boy at Ralph _ hat. You know,
And it's your boy Superstar Guala Barber Extraordinaire.
go get that line up. You know what I'm saying? Get clean.
appreciate
But you know
y'all.
what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. But you know, at the end of the day, keep being great. Keep getting to the bag. Keep doing your thing. Keep staying positive, motivated.
Control your narratives.
Facts. That's the new way. Control the narrative. Because guess who just did that thing today? This week? Your boy just controlled the narrative. Because I'm now an ordained minister out here.
You heard me? So if you're trying to get married, holla at my dude. You dig?